Hello, it's February the 19th, and we're ready for lesson 50 in A Course in Miracles. And it comes to the end of a section. So we're making nice progress. And our lesson for today is I am sustained by the love of God. I am sustained by the love of God. Yesterday was God's voice speaks to me all through the day. And I thought it was always curious the first time I read Course in Miracles the that the voice for God is, let's see, how does it say it there in that paragraph 3 in yesterday's lesson, where he says, we will try actually to hear the voice, capital V, reminding you of God and of yourself. So there's a voice for God that will be reminding us of ourself and God. Well, that's God's voice. But remember, in the illusion, in the world of dreams and make-believe that the Son of God has found himself in, there needs to be a voice that can speak to the illusion, to the dream. Well, that can't really be God, but that can be his voice. And what I've kind of understood that to be is the Holy Spirit. So anyway, I just wanted to point out that God's voice speaks to us all through the day. Did you hear him in the silence yesterday? Are you hearing him today? All right, before we go any further, I've got this really a couple nice things. As you can see behind me, I've got this Earth flag, taking a picture from outer space. And here's the North America. And anyway, we're looking at it with the north at the top, which, if you're out in space, it's relative, which way is up and down. But anyway, I thought I'd hang it up as a backdrop. I don't know if I'll leave it there, but I thought I'd share it with you today. And I've got a couple other things here. This is that rosemary plant that I'd shown you the day that I brought it in, that I'd purchased it. It's put that much growth on it. I've actually trimmed it and eaten a little off of this one. Rosemary just growing in the windowsill in the wintertime. It does quite nice. It smells so wonderful. And I want to show you something here. I had these homestead tomato seeds that my son gave me. And I only had a few of them, and they're 2-3 years old. They may or may not sprout real well. So I wanted to show you what I do when I just have a few seeds and I want to see if they ever are going to sprout. I put them between 2 layers of paper towels. There's the seeds. I'm sorry, I don't know if I was handing that high enough for you. There's about 10 seeds in there, and I've got them wet. And then what I do is I'll put them inside a little plastic baggie. You could put them on a plate, I suppose, and just keep it damp if you didn't want to use plastic. And then what I do is seal it up. And on this one, I taped the seed to the outside so I know what was in it. You could write on it with a magic marker. And anyway, that's what that's all about. So just a way to get, this is February. It's a nice time to get tomato seeds started, pepper seeds that you'll be putting out later, after danger frost is over, or you're going to have them covered. Where a lot of your cold plants, like those cruciferuses I was showing you, they can go out they'll snap back if it gets too cold. You want to harden them off, put them out a day or two in the daytime and bring them in at night. If it gets really, really cold, you want to cover them. But they can withstand some frost. They're cold hardy. Okay, let's go to our lesson. Lesson 50. I am sustained by the love of God. Here is the answer to every problem that confronts you today and tomorrow and throughout time. In this world, you believe you are sustained by everything but God. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane symbols: pills, money, protective clothing, influence, prestige, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness, which you endow with magical powers. All these things are your replacements for the love of God. All these things are cherished to ensure the body identification. They are songs of praise to the ego. Whoa, all those things, these insane symbols that we put our faith in, things like pills and money, protective clothing, influence, prestige, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness, which you endow with magical powers. All these things are replacements for what? The one thing that really does sustain us, and it's the only thing that can sustain us, the love of God. Paragraph 2. Do not put your faith in the worthless. It will not sustain you. Only the love of God will protect you in all circumstances. It will lift you out of every trial and raise you high above all the perceived dangers of this world into a climate of perfect peace and safety. It will transport you into a state of mind which nothing can threaten, nothing can disturb, and where nothing can intrude upon the eternal calm of the Son of God. Put not your faith in illusions. Put not your faith in illusions. They will fail you. Put all your faith in the love of God within you, eternal, changeless, and forever unfailing. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. Through the love of God in you, you can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and in sure confidence. Tell yourself this often today. It is the declaration of release from the belief in idols. It is your acknowledgement of the truth about yourself. For 10 minutes, twice today, morning and evening, let the idea for today sink deep into your consciousness. Repeat it. Think about it. Let related thoughts come to help you recognize its truth and allow peace to flow over you like a blanket of protection and surety. Let no idle and foolish thoughts enter to disturb the holy mind of the Son of God. Such is the kingdom of heaven. Such is the resting place where your Father has placed you forever. So today we're going to abide in the thought that I am sustained by the love of God. The earth, everything that's real, is sustained by the love of God. So until tomorrow, look for all that beauty that is all around you.